As we stock up on resources, we get called to Nestor in Sanctum. As you remember, Nestor is an historian and also a shadow from the secret Shadow Elder organization. He has seen the copies of the Kaladin stone tablets and did some research. They call it Project Drakanhammer. And it's only a few mentions here and there of a weapon with unimaginable power. To learn more, we would need to find more of Theobomos' research. Maybe Atropos could give us a hint of where we should look.
Portanangi. I'm thinking it might be a good place to start looking for that research diary. Some guardians who know the place told me they'd seen many books abandoned there.
Some guards reported multiple books in the sand near Port Ananke, and after a bit of looking around, we found the research diary. As we read it, it says something about forbidden weapons. The first weapon is the bud of life. The second weapon is the flame of inspiration. The third weapon is the flower of hope. And the fourth weapon is the mask of ultimate power. All 4 orbs shall be kept safe. The keys to the laboratory are held by guardians of stone. As we killed the 4 stone titans and took their orbs, we could enter the door to the laboratory. We fight our way through the laboratory and arrive in the library. Here we find an assistant's journal with a lot of information. The landlord Theobomos was intrigued by the Kaladin relics. Though they were primitive, they seemed to depict a being of godlike power, not Aeon, but somehow related to him, buried under the earth. The Kaladin's worship of this being seemed centered around a certain hill. So Theobomos sent for militia from the stronghold to clear the Kaladins and to then begin the excavation. He never imagined that the being in the carvings was real, but there, buried under the hill, was a colossus made of strange metal, far beyond the command of any human or Balaur technology. It seemed to be a massive war machine, but long broken. The landlord Theobomos ordered that the site be kept secret. He wanted leverage against the Empyrean lords, because he had never trusted them completely. Theobomos worked hard on restoring what he was now calling Project Drakanhammer. After some time it could move at his command, and it could fire beams of etheric energy from its eyes. But he was not confident that it was ready for battle. Then the unthinkable happened. Everyone watched into the sky and saw the Tower of Eternity crack in two. Waves of angry Balaur surged into the cities, slaughtering everyone in their path. Even the Devas could not stop them. Theobomos, seeing his people slain and his kingdom toppling, decided to activate Project Drakanhammer. Its mighty fists scattered the Balaur with ease. Its deadly beams disintegrated entire regiments of Drakan in mere moments. The people were full of hope that this strange defender would save them. But just as it seemed the Balaur would be pushed back, the skies began to glow red with flame. Meteors pelted the land, and all of Theobomos began to burn. The Colossus looked up as a great winged shadow fell over him. It was the shadow of Phrygian, the most fearsome of the Balaur lords. Phrygian spewed a mighty gout of flame over the Colossus, and its metal skin glowed white hot. Then the Balaur swooped down from the sky, taking up the Colossus and tearing it apart like a ragdoll. It was destroyed in mere moments, rendered useless before the might of a Balaur lord. Seeing the Colossus destroyed so easily must have snapped Theobomos' mind. Seething with anger, he vowed to vanquish the Balaur himself. His assistant tried to restrain him, but could barely contain his Davic strength. Screaming a battle cry, he took up his arms and flew off into the heart of the inferno. His assistant escaped before the flames completely consumed the stronghold. He ends the journal with this: I leave behind this record in hope that humanity survives the cataclysm. Though Project Drakanhammer is now dead forever, Perhaps one day another Colossus will be found buried beneath the sands. Perhaps one day this perfect weapon will defeat the Balau Lords forever. With this information in the journal, we return to Nestor and summarize it. The Petraliths were created by Aeon long ago, and Theobomos was able to put them back together. They drove away the Drakan, but the attack from the Dragon Lord was enough to break them to bits. They could do nothing against the Dragon Lord, but knowing that they were able to drive away the Drakan is extremely valuable. He thanks us for our effort, and then he goes and reports our findings to Phosphimedes. Will we find such a Colossus again? And if we do, will we be able to restore them completely? Will they be able to defeat the Balaur? Not to mention that in the trailer of Aeon 2, we see these Petraliths, and many of them. What role will they play? I hope you enjoyed today's video, and don't forget to type your opinions about this story in the comments below. I wish you all a wonderful day, and see you next Friday.